City, and they'll tell you as far as regular season games at Ford Field, given that it's this late in the season, given that this team right now is on an 11-game win streak, a franchise record, biggest regular season game they've ever had at Ford Field, regular season.
I agree with you.
And Peyton Manning, of course, he took the Rams to the Super Bowl early in his career. Here he goes with a little play action to start it. Going to shuffle out of the pocket and throw it away, as this time Milano was on the coverage and they had it covered downfield. 2nd and 10 to the ground. And it is stuffed right away. The Bills come up with a couple of plays at the beginning. That was Ed Oliver as well as Milano on the halt of Montgomery. It's going to be a 3rd and 10. He moves Montgomery back to the backfield. Out of the gun on 3rd and 10. Goff's pass sails wide of the mark. Number 1 in net. He averages almost 51 yards a punt. And this is a boomer right here. Codrington clutches it at the 10. Skips through a tackle at the 20, and it's down at the 27-yard line. He's got Keon Coleman back in the lineup. He's in on this first down play, but it's a handoff to Cook. And Cook coming over by Amari Cooper, who was trying to throw a block. He's got a 2nd and 5. Spins around and launches it long. One-on-one coverage. Over the shoulder catch by Ty Johnson. And the Bills pick up a big gain of 33 yards.
You're going to see the motion come across the field here, but this is who we're looking at. It's man-to-man defense. You know that's what they want to live in. And Johnson just takes off. And what an incredibly cool and unique play call. And Alexander, who's on the street, now starting. That's a tough matchup to go.
As Davis now is behind Allen and gets the handle, the rookie able to slip through one tackle and bring it close to the 30-yard line. On a 2nd and 5. Josh fakes the throw now to the end zone, and it was right in the hands of Shakir, and it bounces off his chest.
Has a chance right here, but Vildor gets a little handsy and times it up perfect, and that probably should have been called pass interference if I've seen that at all. That is a
3rd and 5. As Allen has time, now slides, looks, flings it, got him down at the 6-yard line. That's Johnson with his 2nd big catch of the drive.
The last play, let's make sure it was a catch. Thought he caught it. For situational awareness that we see every week, the teams who are the most situational aware give them a chance to win.
That was a 24-yard pass play. Here's a handoff to Johnson. He's down to the 1-yard line.
Why don't you go up and just push the big guy?
2nd and goal. That's what they're going to do. Pushing. Bills think he's across. Do the officials agree? It looks like they're going to spot him short.
No, it's a touchdown.
There it is. Just took a while. Touchdown, Buffalo. His 10th rushing touchdown of the season. He's just riding on the back of a Lions player.
Well, they've actually made this math where they find the little leverage, what side to go, and they use the push-tush there.
And an impressive start by the visitors. A 3-and-out forced by their defense. And the 24-yard play, I can already tell, is one of your favorite plays of the season, Tony.
It just shows the way that Josh Allen's playing. I talked about his cadence, his rhythm. He's so calm.
First down for the Lions. They hand it off here. Again, very little to work with for David Montgomery. Just 1 yard. On a 2nd and 9, Goff completes it and has a first down. Goes to one of the heroes of their win against the Packers. And here they're coming in. They've got Goff back at the 31-yard line.
This is a corner on the outside. You don't really account for him. And this is Sean McDermott's special. Bobby Babich, and they are going to send more pressure than Goff has seen this year. They want to get him behind the chain so they can't use their under-center plays, turn him into a drop-back passer.
They marked him actually at the 33, so loss of 8, 2nd and 18. Short throw, Amon-Ra St. Brown with the catch. And Kaiir Elam, who gets the call to start today.
And that system is really hard to go against. The old Jim Johnson system, he's evolved it.
Here's a 3rd and 13. Bills rush 4. They're in on him again. Ball came out. Recovered by one of the linemen. It's be a significant loss again. It was Ed Oliver who was in on Goff. It was recovered by Kevin Zeitler.
Well, Ed Oliver, who's playing well, gets the one-on-one matchup. 5 offensive linemen, 4 D linemen. Someone's going to get one-on-one, and he's been playing really well, Jim. And then the ability to get the ball out at the end could have been really bad for Detroit.
Uncorking a 61-yarder just a few moments ago. This one not as deep, not a lot of hang time. And it's going to bounce around favorably. Back at the 18, Codrington takes it out of bounds a few yards ahead of that. Stay in the chase for the host role as Kansas City won at Cleveland today, even though Patrick Mahomes injured an ankle, did not finish the game. Here's Allen again, extending the play and finding receiver, another running back down the field. This time it's Cook. But look at what he does to improvise here, Tony.
This right here, Jim, is where you have to keep him in the pocket. Trying to draw you there, but not working. But you can't do this. You cannot win this football game. You have to cage him in and suffocate the pocket. Josh Allen, keep him within the box.
He's got another 29-yard pass play. Now back to the ground. It's Cook weaving for 3 or 4.
What a start for Buffalo right now. This is a huge moment.
Again, finds his target. It's Shakir tiptoeing to the first down. He refused to go down on the last line of defense for the Lions with Branch and Kirby Joseph. 2 young studs as they see now Allen taking off and sliding down at the 31. There was contact by Campbell, but no flag. He's heading toward Kincaid, who has the catch and the first down. They're glad to have him back. That's 6 linemen in on this first down snap, and it's a keep for Allen. And he's down just inside the 22, gain of 4. Who has deep ties with Dan Campbell, the Lions head coach. As Cook gets the call, not even touched as he's got the first down, and that jersey gets stretched out for about 3 yards. Fights through it, picks up a first.
Cook motions back in, and then at this time Shakir actually ends up going out, but it's just misdirection, the creativeness, the diverseness of how they're doing this with multiple motions is making it very difficult on Detroit. To Cook, and Cook, who's had a big series, brings it to about the 4. Collins, who's dangerous to the left. He is big. And it's Allen easily going in, hopping home for the touchdown. We just talked about the tackle pull, and they do it again. And this is what we call a tackle pull. You can give the ball to Josh Allen. He sees the numbers, and that's where some of the young guys
posting touchdowns. Got 2 here in the first quarter on the ground.
Setting records every week now.
Extra point, good. Bill's making a statement. Who just tore apart an entire pizza on his own at our production meeting last night.
I saw that too. Oh,
big kick by Bass. He gave a ring, and he hopes to maybe get a ring February the 9th. Who knows? Save the date.
They've had other chances. You know, and we're doing it this week on the road.
2nd and 12. Setting up a screen. And that's Gibbs. Gibbs, who's so dangerous. Look at him. fight for that first down, and he's ridden down by Jordan Phillips out of bounds for the first.
Well, I was giving so much credit to Joe Brady on the other side. I guess Ben Johnson heard me because that was a really cool screen. And then you see all the blocking, and this is a template to see if your football team is tough enough, right?
First and 10. They go to Gibbs. Look at him break outside on Ben Ford, and that's just a great example of what he can do. They go toss, and it's coming back over to Goff, who's going to unload it down the field to a wide open target. Amon-Ra St. Brown. That's what second and short can offer you.
Well, it's just going to be a simple handoff right here. Goff, toss it, throw it back to him. Now he's going to run with it, right? Nope, it's Jared Goff. He's going to throw it. And Ben Johnson said, you remember him.
Yeah, he pulled that off in this stadium for Coach Power's Steelers. Here's the pass down the sideline, wide of the mark.
Randall's just good enough to throw it. This time they had to go with Goff.
Yeah, that's right. A lot of room here. That is Gibbs taking it to the 13 as the Lions come racing back down the field.
You're seeing both teams use this motion to disrupt the communication on the defense and get players to be slow to their gap and their technique. And
big part of this drive that's so far covered 57 yards. They give it to him again. This time the Bills wrap him up quickly. Laporte has become a hot target in this part of the field. As that pass saw Gibbs slip a little off balance. On 3rd and 9, Goff looking, throwing, caught, first down, and touchdown! Tim Patrick with a stellar effort.
The off-schedule throws by Jared Goff, as you see Patrick giving the extra effort. What an outstanding play by Patrick, who's really come on, unselfish, tough. He adds that length, and you see the length being shown off right there. But Jared Goff's ability to extend the play here, he had some off-schedule throws last week that were off the charts. The stadium saying MVP.
Yeah, they want it for their quarterback.
He's right in the mix.
There's the extra point converted by Bates. How about Tim Patrick? What a nice little comeback that was. 10-3, talking about Buffalo. Bates is number 1 in the NFL delivering touchbacks. He adds another one to the list.
And this Lions team.
And it gets traced. They're 32-8 in their last 40 regular season games. The handoff goes to Davis. That's a staggering 80% as the flag comes out.
Holding offense, number 76. 10-yard penalty, remains first down.
It's tied coming into the week with KC for the best mark over the last 40. This is a 1st and 20 now for Allen and the Bills, and wide open with the catch. That's Knox, Dawson Knox for 19 yards on this Week 15 Sunday between the two from the Keystone State, as the Bills plow ahead with Davis and pick up the first down, so they get out of a 1st and 20 rather easily. On first down, going to come over to Kincaid. Going to take on 2 tacklers, pick up about 4 with his second catch.
This is the same unit for the last 2 years. Continuity, outstanding job.
Cook running behind that line and squirms low. And they're going to go up top for it. Guns it. Wide of the mark, just barely. Trying to find Kincaid. And now you got a 4th and 2.
You're going to see guys come over, and this is who he's going to look to. And right at this point, they switched it up and played zone. It's a good job. Really outstanding job.
4th and about 2.5. Play clock down to 1, and they're going for it. Looking down, wide open, and pulled down by Ty Johnson, who's got another 20-plus yard reception, his 3rd of the game.
This is high level. You have the back in the backfield. If somebody runs out with him, you know it's man. That means he's got to run through all these people. Josh knows we're good to go. And look at that. A natural pick play. It's legal because it's within 1 yard, even if you touch.
A little taste of the Lions' own medicine, the biggest gamblers on fourth down in the league, as Davis with an impressive run, twisting down for 7. McDermott has gone for it 8 times this year on fourth down. He's now 8 for 8.
You only run it when you have the correct look.
Flips it over to Johnson again. Got a nice block. Well, that didn't look like it was going for much.
You have to find the guy that's not as good as the other guy, and they're doing it right now.
First and goal. Give. Cook. No one near him. Goes in untouched for the Buffalo touchdown.
Surf technique means you have to play the ball first, and then you surf toward the quarterback. It's really on the other side, but we'll use it there. And I mean, they're emptying the bucket with plays, Jim. This is impressive, both teams.
Pass makes it 21-7. Ty Johnson comes back to the team that drafted him into the league. He was drafted out of Maryland in the 6th round by the Lions in 2019. Just to finish up, he calls Ty Johnson the best third-round back in the league, does Josh Allen, who's found him 4 times. And here's being Dominic Goff, finding one of his targets. That's Jamison Williams. He's got a nice grab. His first catch of the day goes for 19.
First down, I talk about they got to win on first down, the key for the Lions, and then they got to keep Josh Allen on defense in the pocket. But I told you they're going to come out and be aggressive on first down, the play action game.
Williams catch for 19, almost right on average. Astounding 18.2 yards per reception. They give it to Montgomery for about 3.
The speedster for Josh Allen, and now the matchup gets a little worse because of that.
2nd and 7. It's St. Brown just to finish off your point. He's the first running back since 2018 to have 3 catches for 20-plus yards. From the Bill side of the 50, low snap. And the handoff, that was a clunky play that just got back to the line of scrimmage. And now we'll probably see Campbell rolling the dice. 4 yards to go for the first. Here's the pass. On the mark. St. Brown has the first down.
You know your history.
5 minutes to go in the first half. Here's the handoff to Gibbs. Maybe give him a yard. 2nd and 10. Oh, just wide of the target, Patrick. 3rd and 10. In trouble. Somehow escapes. Going to take off, which he seldom does, and he has the first down.
He's had an outstanding year, showing off his skill set.
1st and 10. They had him in the backfield. Instead, Gibbs slips through it, picks up 6. Fake it to him this time, and they got a wide open target. It's one of the linemen. It's Skipper to the end zone for the touchdown. Dan Skipper. All 6'9" of them.
So they put him at the tight end position. And after the motion, you block, and just skip out of there, Mr. Skipper. And look at this. I want to hit you. Get over here.
Skipper! He was on an island right here.
He was. And look, he could easily run over the court. He goes, no, I want to see you. Get over here.
And we've got ourselves a wild one in the brewing. In the making, as that is good. And Bates, who again does this more than anyone, of course gets a lot of opportunities to kick off as often as they score. Here's Allen slipping out of a sack, looking way down the field as a man's got a step. It is caught! It's caught all the way inside the 10-yard line and fighting all the way down to the 5 is Keon Coleman. There is a flag back at the line of scrimmage.
Don't let who? Josh Allen get out of the pocket.
Ooh, he got hit right under the chin there.
Yes, he did.
By Quan Alexander. That time they called it. They missed one early in the game, but watch Coleman back after a month on the sideline with an injury. And this is why they drafted him early in the 2nd round.
Not many guys even attempt.
Personal foul, roughing the passer, defense, number 10. That penalty is worth half the distance to the goal, automatic first down.
Guess what? Let's watch the legs of people in pulling
1st and goal.
tackles.
And it's Cook. Scored the last time they had it. And he is stopped just inside the 2-yard line. No quarterback has rushed for 3 touchdowns ever in consecutive games. And here's Allen. Going to throw for it. And it's caught down at the 1. Curtis Samuel with the catch.
Yeah, why don't you walk up here, then motion him over here. Oh,
low snap. Flings it. And hold on, plays dead. Flags out.
False start. Offense, number 73. 5-yard penalty. Remains 3rd down.
Allen sliding again to his right. To the end zone. He throws it. It's knocked away. Going for Hollins.
And you'll see he's got to throw this ball. And boy, it's a laser. But Branch, we told you the safety combo, him and Joseph playing as well as anybody. And
that kick is no good. Oh my goodness, they had it down to the 2-yard line.
Injuries continue to grow for this Detroit Lions team.
So down 2 corners in this game. 1st and 10. As Goff connects. That's Laporta. And again, the Bills keep trying to punch the football out without any success.
He's too good for that.
Pushed out by Taron Johnson.
Now you see Detroit, just that feeling, right? Here they come.
On 2nd and 2. Down the middle and open again at the 34-yard line. Pickup of 16.
Safety, the second rounder who's just growing into the role, just a little too safe.
Pass incomplete. And best that it was for Detroit. That would have not gone anywhere. Would have lost yardage.
We went into Thanksgiving, recently a little bit, but before then, they just get better and better.
There's a 2nd and 10. Calls out. Ruled incomplete.
Trying to say as good a disguise team as there is, and then they send it.
Coming in. Pass incomplete. Off the fingertips of Amon-Ra. 52 yards, and he matches the miss of pass, although this was past 50. That's his first miss of the year.
This is a big moment right here in this game.
Of course, the Bills, again, have the 2 timeouts. Plenty of time to get in field goal range. And Josh gets rid of it. They rule it incomplete. He had McNeil all over him.
They're going to rule it intentional grounding here in a second.
Offense. The ball will be placed at the spot of the foul with loss of down. There will be a 10-second runoff. Please set the game clock to 21 seconds. 21 seconds. The clock will start on my ready for play signal.
Takes the pass in the middle of the field.
Timeout now, Buffalo.
$13 yards to give him in that kind of distance.
Impressive. That was impressive. That was quick.
Here's Allen. And there it is, complete to Shakir.
It's over if you catch a ball inbounds.
Sideline and out of reach with 2 seconds to go.
Jim, there's nobody else back.
Oh, they go short with it instead. It's Shakir. And he is steer wrestled down to close out the half.
Give Buffalo credit. They had a real game plan on how to use that, and they have.
Okay, touchback, and Tracy caught up earlier with Dan Campbell. 3rd quarterback in the last 30 years to throw for that much and run for 2 scores as Johnson shows a little hesitation move, and that paid off to pick up 4 yards in the offseason at Pine Valley and the Bel Air Country Club. Here's a 2nd and 6. Allen got away from the pocket and throws it complete to Johnson with a flag out. 114 yards receiving on 5 catches.
He's going to come out, and he could have got the ball there, but Josh had to extend the play and get out. And what a throw under duress right here. The gun slinging in check this year.
Hands it off to Cook. Works it up ahead to the 40 of the Lions. 2nd and 4, staying on the ground to Cook. Nice cut. Cook taken off. He actually almost got stopped, but he's going home for the touchdown. They almost grabbed him by the hair at one time. They slowed him down. He broke free.
Are you allowed to tackle the hair? Spencer Brown pulling again, and right here you'll see Cook almost goes down with a pull, and that is legal.
Here's the hair pull. 41 yards for Cook, his second touchdown. This first drive was for his defense. They just saw the Bills go 70 yards in 4 plays for the touchdown. The Bucs beat them here week 2. It's only loss of the season. And they haven't lost to an AFC team at home since Thanksgiving of 22 when the Bills beat them. Montgomery, who was dinged in the first half, is in the backfield. And he is given the handoff. And the Bills, Ed Oliver's making plays today.
Yes, he is. You're right.
So the Chargers in that wild card hunt in the AFC, trailing in that one. Here's the give to Gibbs. And Gibbs is shoved out by Russo. He injured his knee in that Thanksgiving Day game I mentioned back in 22 here against the Lions. He's in on this play as they got to Goff. And Oliver was the first. Russo added in.
Ed Oliver has been dominant. We just talked about it. You said it, Jim. And look at this. Just completely pancakes one of the best centers in the game. And Russo does the rest. Those are the 2 dominant players so far this season. They won. One first down, Buffalo, and that gives them a chance to rush the passer.
Here's Fox. with another big kick. Back to the 15, Codrington. There is a flag out as he is swarmed at the 20, 60-yard boot.
During the kick, holding against the return team, number 85. That penalty should force half the distance to the goal from the end of the kick. First down, timeout.
First down. It is Johnson. 2nd and 8. Pass caught. Look at Davis, the rookie, lunges forward to pick up the first down. Look at that one with the keep. And knows where he's got to go to pick up the first. And cuts his losses. Throws it at the feet of Ty Johnson.
They're going to play man-to-man. Everyone's man.
2nd down and 10. There's an open lane for Allen. Makes one wiggle to get around the defender Turner, and another scramble for 11 and a first.
It's easier to run for a quarterback because everyone turns their back and runs with their guy. They don't have vision on them.
1st and 10. Handoff to Davis, trying to cut outside, and that's a tackle behind the line of scrimmage by Branch.
This season, and he has thrived, and that's how you set the edge. You shed the defense, but it could happen.
2nd and 12. Blitz, pass unloaded. Now you got a 3rd and 12. That was McNeil with the pressure. Third and 12. Good tackle that time as Shakir is stopped short of the chains by Robertson. He was actually drafted into the league by the Lions. He spent 7 years in Detroit. Martin's boot bounces at the 11. It's a beauty. And it's down by Hollins. We'll call it the 4-yard line to start this series. Backing up and setting up a screen to Montgomery. He's got a nice gain to get him out of that pickle. Got a first down out of it. And more pressure coming in on Goff. Comes back to near side. And again, great catch by Montgomery. Chugs along, nearly lost the football for a second. Picks up 11 and another first. Going to him again. 3 in a row. This time held only 1 yard.
He's loving this season. Right now, he wants to love the last quarter and a half.
He does. He wants something out of this drive. Here's Goff down the field. And he connects. Patrick lost it. And Gibbs, looks like Milano has the recovery.
I mean, that was a big-time throw. Absolutely perfect.
Firm control. When you watch St. Brown here, possession, left foot, right foot. You get 3 clear steps down. This is now a catch. Now you've got a fumble. And now to add to this, because you have a face mask on the offense, personal fouls will bridge over and will be enforced. So,
Dan, I don't think you want to challenge that.
After replay review, we determined that it was a catch and fumble recovered by the defense. That 15-yard penalty will be added on top of that play. First down.
Trying to get that thing to be snapped.
I'm buying that. Here's 1st and 10. Over to Samuel. Incomplete.
I'll buy that for $1.
McNeil, we hear, got carted off as they go now to Cook.
And that's right where he would be.
3rd down and 2. They go with Cook. He's got the first. Boy, he's taken 2 Lions with him down to the 10-yard line. It's Allen with the key. Allen switches the hands, the football. He's got about 4 out of it. And there was a flag at the end.
Personal foul, illegal low block, defense. Half the distance to the goal, automatic, first down.
Watch the play action.
Little shovel pass, and it's Shakir with the Buffalo touchdown.
I think this is going to be a throwing touchdown because it's a sneaky play action.
Got another one today.
You keep talking about pulling. You get an extra guy to come back to the run, so you get numbers, and everyone thinks it's going right. You can't find the ball. It's about get double teamed very soon.
Extra point is good, and the Detroit Lions, he's thrown for 1, rushed for 2.
I mean, the last 3 games off the charts.
CBS tonight, celebrate the season.
Second home.
1st and 10.
Play action again.
Oh, just a little too steep. Trying to connect there with Laporta. 2nd and 10. Open. Got him in stride, and Gibbs got the first down. Looking past the sticks.
That's true.
Here's the first down play.
Play action.
Oh, he's going to show off his arm talent now. Here's the pass. Oh, Jamison Williams had it for a touchdown.
For missing earlier.
Holding offense, number 77. 10-yard penalty, remains first down.
Figure it out. Cover 2, throw the ball over the middle, check it down.
1st and 20, they got to him nearly. That wobbled more than most Goff throws because there was pressure at the Chargers, who need it at their own battles in the playoff hunt. Here's Goff. And that's Patrick. It's going to be 3rd and long coming up, Tony. Here's a 3rd and 17. The pass. Complete! St. Brown slips through a tackle. Inside the 20, to the 10. What a play on 3rd and 17. The Lions are back in it.
Watch this. We saw the throw deep earlier. This was equally as good as he gets a ball roped right to him. It surprises St. Brown, and he does the rest. What a throw and catch. And Detroit.
St. Brown has 155 of it. Extra point, good. With 1:41 to go in the 3rd quarter, they strike with the big one.
Has been equally as stellar.
Both accounting for 3 touchdowns total. And another touchback.
Pretty good offenses right there.
Here they bootleg on first down, and they get it to Hollins. He catches up ahead for 7 yards.
So we're shaping up to a monster finish of the season when Detroit and Minnesota play in the last game.
Could be huge. Here's Davis. What a tackle, what a stick. And it's going to be 3rd and 3. And again, the best third down defense in the league this season needs to make a stop.
You're right, they did get it 2 drives ago, but Buffalo trying to run it straight at him without McNeil out there.
Allen going long. Perfect pass. Right over the shoulder to Kincaid, who counts his 2 defenders. Double coverage, yes. Gain of 29.
Throwing the ball the fastest, getting the ball out at the fastest rate of his career today. It's been the longest at halftime, but right here in rhythm, his cadence, awesome for that program.
And I think he will be great there. Here's a 1st and 10 to start the 4th, as Cook is swallowed up after a gain of about 4 on a 2nd and 6. Here in the 1st minute of the 4th. Bills trying to find a way to put it away, and that's incomplete at the 18. 3rd and 6. All kinds of time. Dangerous when he does this. Crosses body, throws, and it's knocked down. He was going for Coleman, and that's Arnold, the rookie, who batted it away. Will be Tyler Bass.
Oh,
what a hit.
And that is legal. Give Pascal credit, not going to the head, neck area. And watch, they're going to pop out the edge right here and right here. And these are the spies. Which way he goes, you go. Now attack to his outside shoulder.
To try to make it a 3-score margin. Martin on the hold. This kick, that's a beauty. What a way to recover mentally. 3 touchdowns total with the 1 through the air, the little short toss, 2 on the ground, but Goff's had big numbers as well. He'll start at the 30-yard line.
Right now they are not doing a good enough job. You got to get one extra guy to be around.
And they fake the end around and dump it off instead to Montgomery for 6. Promising young player. Carted to the locker room. Kareem Jackson's come in for him. There's the pass to pick up the 1st down. Gibbs shoved out. Down the middle. Throws a strike. Down to the 16-yard line with Laporta. 31 yards.
It's a seam route. You run up wide into the inside edge, but Goff does a great job of holding the inside backers. I want you to watch right here. Bernard's going to go with the eyes. Keeps them to the left and then widens them.
Completes it. Down to the 12 is St. Brown.
336, 3 touchdowns. You don't normally win, but they have the lead.
2nd and 4. Dumps it off. Gibbs. Got across. Touchdown, Lions.
When Gibbs gets the ball, just a simple check down. Bernard, nope. And then finishes it off with Kareem Jackson coming in after Bishop had to be carted off. And wow, Detroit twice gets back in the game very quickly.
Yeah, that took 2 minutes and 2 seconds to go the 70-yard. And that's what we have at 38-28. Seems a little early, Tony, but here we go. 12 minutes to go. Onside kick. Ball bounces around. Is picked up by Hollins, and he's running with it. Hollins tackled down at the 5-yard line.
A little risky at this time. Well, there's one thing to give him field position. It's another when he can tip it to the direction he's going, and what an athletic play.
I mean, Hollins.
By Hollins, right
He has
there.
made plays this year.
Well, if you don't think you can stop a team, you're trying to steal a possession, right? They would have tried to surprise one, but you have to declare it now.
Now Allen, short toss, easy doing, touchdown, Bills. Davis, the recipient. Now they're going to try to add another one on top of the total here.
Josh made it a little harder than it needed to be.
Extra point is good.
Which is big.
Yes, it is.
We just can't stop these guys, so I got to find a way to get a possession.
Well, they have nearly 500 yards of offense. Buffalo at 498.
That's a season-ending injury trace right there, Jim, and he's got a chance to come back. That's crazy. He was on fire.
First down throw on the sideline, threaded.
Has to go over the curl flat defender and also has to beat the corner Benford. And I like this. I would throw it every down, take advantage of the secondary issues with all the people hurt.
Middle of the field. It's Laporta with a stiff arm on Spector, who picks up another 5 or 6 yards and a first down.
They're going to play some zone pressures like right here and just softly take what's in front of you.
Taron Johnson able to bring Laporta down this time.
Backing up the second level of the defense.
10.5 to go. Goff had a big run for a first down earlier in this game. This time he steps out. 2nd and 7. Here's Goff pirouetting to get free and knocked away, incomplete. That was Kaiir Elam, the former first-round pick out of Florida. Allen Robinson, 3rd and 7.
Man-to-man.
Here comes the blitz. Beats it. And look at Laporta fight off Lewis to pick up another Detroit first. 399 yards passing. That one just wide of the mark for Gibbs. Got a marker out.
Holding, offense, number 77. 10-yard penalty, remains first down.
1st and 20. Rushing 4. Goff has his 400-yard game. Gibbs.
These guys are all soft. He goes back, he goes out. Just throw it right underneath him.
That pass knocked down at the line of scrimmage. Goff was telling us, though, they spend so much time on the red zone and 3rd down. They call them 4-point plays. Here's St. Brown, and that keeps that drive going. 1st and goal. Up top, goal line, and caught just outside of it. No snap, handoff. Gibbs pushed across. Oh my goodness. One of the linemen made that happen. But it looked like maybe it was Sewell. Watch it come over. It is. It's Panay. Look at that. He just shoves him across.
That's a great call. You were right. Sewell comes in at the end and finishes it off. He's played outstanding this year, but the quick hitter, it's a lot harder when you have all those guys in there. But not if Sewell comes in to help you.
All kinds of newfangled names on a play that we didn't used to see in this league. How many times did you get pushed across? Didn't Witten come in there a time or two and help you?
Yes. You know, it's almost like, hey, we're going to play man, and then they beat you 4 times. It's like, no, they returned it, almost scored. So let's get rid of that. But interesting that he made that choice.
So 8 minutes to go. And the Bills have the football at the 30.
I think that you just have to keep the pedal down.
Hand off to Cook. He's got 3.
Only one guy back.
Here's Allen. Fake the handoff, now just lobs it. Oh, it was caught! What a catch by Dawson Knox. As Josh probably couldn't believe he was that wide open and he almost overthrew him. Knox reeled it in.
Another amazing play call and play design, staying aggressive. It was so close to going Detroit's way. When they're that open, you just want to like toss it to them, and sometimes it's harder than it looks. But he was blocking, Jim. And then he sneaks out.
Great catch. Dawson Knox, 1st and 10. Now Allen taking off. He's got all kinds of room. And slides down at the 22-yard line.
2 great play calls. You're going to pull the guard, have the running back. Everyone thinks it's going there. You've waited until key moments. Josh Allen is going to use his legs, and they are Two really critical calls that were gutsy. That is, you got to risk it now. You got to get down there, Detroit. Send them all. Go
over to Shakir. Shakir down to the 16. Thankfully, he's fine. Here's a 2nd and 4.
There you go, Detroit. Way to fire it. You got to take a chance now.
Now you got a 3rd down coming up. Allen to the short side. Allen's got the 1st down and leaps down to the 10-yard line. He's got it again. This time they've got the answer. No gain. Pass deflected. That was Neiman, Ben Neiman, the former Chief backup linebacker. Allen. Look at this throw. Oh. Touchdown! Can you believe it? A chest pass.
I've never seen it.
Got a flag down.
It's a first.
Holding offense. Number 76. 10-yard penalty. Remains 3rd down.
By the holding call.
I mean, that was Magic Bird-esque.
Yeah. Now you got 3rd and goal and another flag. Pre-snap call against the Bills.
False start. Offense. Number 70. 5-yard penalty. Remains 3rd down.
It's 3rd and goal, and they still have everyone here.
Buffalo runs it with Davis. And they're going to force the Lions to take a timeout here. They may have snapped it a little too soon. They're going to get at 2:03. Kicking it deep. It will be a touchback.
That's what Detroit wanted.
Yep, they'll get a play on the north side of the 2-minute warning. 2nd highest scored game of the season. Only 2nd to the Bills and Rams last Sunday. Here's Goff. Down the field. And that's Patrick. Goff trying to pull off a miracle comeback. Down 13. Completes it. He's over 400 yards for the game. Continues to impress. Looking for a wild card playoff berth. Looking really strong. Here's Goff's pass. Incomplete. Pass pulled down, and he got out of bounds. Amon-Ra.
5 yards over the ball, just back up, and then rally and tackle.
Got the pocket surrounded, and Goff somehow escapes and throws it down the field. Incomplete.
Just got to go something like this, corner and flat.
2nd and 10. Down the middle they go. Laporta bouncing around, tackled in the field to play.
This is how you stop it. The timeouts are going to be used once it gets past. There's certain like time limits and things. You still have all 3. You'll get another crack at it with a 3-and-out.
There's Goff again, middle of the field. They're giving it to him. Laporta's putting up some big numbers himself.
Get up, clock it. So you do the math right now, right? If you're a head coach, you're like, okay.
That's what he wants.
You got to get 2 guys on the corner to the sideline.
2nd and 10. And that's just a throwaway. Oliver again with another quarterback pressure.
The movement of the D-line. One guy going in, one coming around, has given him trouble.
Down the middle they go, incomplete. Now you got a 4th down coming up.
You know, Detroit's just decimated as well. They'll be better when the time comes.
It's a 4th and 10. Oh, look at the play they have drawn up as Gibbs takes it on the old hook and ladder on 4th down, and they pick up the 1st.
They lead the NFL in hook and ladder plays this year. This is just I saw him do this earlier, and all you're going to do is have the running back come out here, throw it, and then just time up a little in-breaker because you know they get soft zone.
At the 13-yard line with 33 seconds. Across the middle they go.
Timeout. Take a timeout. Right
down to the 3 is St. Brown, and that's called. Off. Looking. First option covered up. Over the back of the end zone and out of bounds. Incomplete.
Doing it again. If they did it last time, expect them to come this time.
They're bringing it. Goff unloads and incomplete. And we're down to 16 seconds. Patrick wanted a call.
Perfect spot. You throw that back shoulder. I don't see the pass interference on that shot. Needed the one-handed clamp on it.
Would they dare run it? They've run for only 48 yards today in this game.
You can, because you're going to use your timeouts.
Yes.
What are you saving them for? You're exactly
Going up
right.
top to the end zone. They go. They've got it. It's Jameson Williams. J-Mo with the touchdown.
I want you to watch. He's going to break in. Benford has leverage, and J-Mo changes it. And I know a little Jameson, J-Mo Nance that's going to love that.
And Extra Point makes it a 6-point margin.
These guys go hit the defender. You go catch it.
Here we go. Goes straight up the middle. And there's a scrum for it. Oh, my goodness. Did the Lions recover? Did the Lions recover? No time came off the clock for starters.
Don't say it's a Music City. No, that's Nashville, actually. A Motown miracle.
Motown miracle is there.
I knew it was like there's there a Motown miracle possibly.
Lions think they have it.
God, this is crazy.
Lions think they have it. Goff might have a couple of throws to the end zone with a depleted secondary. Back there is the last line of defense.
Buffalo did touch this ball first, so whoever has it, it's going to be legal. Oh, Buffalo's going to close it out.
But not yet, not yet. Dawson Knox thinks it's so. Bills are also, yeah, there it is.
Wow.
Buffalo recovery. 90 points. Almost 1,100 yards of offense. Josh Allen came in as the MVP favorite. Did he do enough here, you think, in this arena against this opponent? Had lost only once. He's beaten now the Lions, who had only one loss, and he beat the Chiefs, who had no losses coming in. Did he lock up the MVP today, you think? By the way, Saquon Barkley had 61 yards in the Eagles win with no touchdowns.